Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Primetime News. Welcome to Lunchtime News here on TV1 with News First, where the people come first. You're joining me, Naveksha Gunasekara. Let's start off by taking a look at your headlines.
Buddhists across Sri Lanka mark Nikini full moon poyo. Devotees flood Kandy for final Ratholi Perahera. Sri Lanka Railways deploys 2 special trains. Gotabaya Rajapaksa will temporarily stay in Thailand to look for permanent asylum in another country, says Thai Prime Minister. EU highlights protection of freedom of expression and right to dissent. Taiwan rejects China's one country, two systems plan. Commonwealth bronze medalist Isuru returns to Sri Lanka.
On your top story this afternoon, Thai Prime Minister said that deposed Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa will temporarily stay in Thailand to look for permanent asylum in another country.
Thai media group reported that Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha said on Wednesday that the matter regarding Gotabaya Rajapaksa is a humanitarian issue and Thailand has made a promise that it's a temporary stay. He told Thai media that no political activities will be allowed and the temporary stay in Thailand will help Gotabaya Rajapaksa find a country to take refuge in. Reuters earlier said that Gotabaya Rajapaksa would arrive in Thailand on Thursday from Singapore. Thailand Foreign Minister Don Pramudwinai said the ousted president can stay in Thailand for 90 days as he is still a diplomatic passport holder. The Thailand foreign minister said the Sri Lankan government did not oppose the visit and the Thai government would not make accommodation arrangements for Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He said that the visit would not pose conflicts with Colombo as acting President Ranil Wickremesinghe had worked for him when he was in power. The minister said a condition for his stay was that he would not cause any problems for Thailand.
The European Union in Sri Lanka said that it encouraged Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe to pay special attention to the GSP+, IMF and the Human Rights Council.
The EU hopes that concrete steps will be taken by the government to make these processes a success. They met with the president on Wednesday in Colombo and stressed that the protection of civil and human rights, freedom of expression and the right to dissent is of utmost importance. The EU said it agrees bringing Sri Lanka back on track requires joint and inclusive action.
A discussion to inquire about the progress made by the local institutions dealing with human rights, reconciliation and the reforms process in Sri Lanka in preparing a report that is to be submitted to the UNHRC was held on Tuesday.
In the process of preparing the report to be submitted by Sri Lanka to face the upcoming United Nations Geneva Human Rights Council session, a special discussion to review the progress was held at the Ministry of Justice Auditorium under the auspices of Justice Minister Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa and Foreign Affairs Minister President's Counsel Ali Sabri. The progress by the respective institutions in relation to securing human rights, building harmony and reconciliation was discussed, and attention was also paid to how these institutions should work in the future. It was emphasized in this discussion that all related institutions should prepare a mechanism for the Geneva Human Rights Council session.
Yuan Wong 5, a ballistic missile and satellite tracking ship in China's research vessel fleet, continues to move ahead and was located some 600 nautical miles from the Hambantota port in the south of Sri Lanka as of Tuesday evening.
An observation of the course of the Yuan Wong 5 revealed that it was passing over the 90 East Ridge, a mid-ocean ridge on the Indian Ocean floor named for its near-parallel strike along the 19th meridian at the center of the Eastern Hemisphere. In 2021, a Chinese government survey ship, the Xiangyang Hong 3, was operating in the same region in the Indian Ocean and carrying out a search pattern west of Sumatra. Over the years, India and the United States of America have carried out surveys in this region, especially over the 90 East Ridge. The 90 East Ridge is located 827 kilometers away from Sri Lanka.
Who does the Hambantota port belong to? What did Ranil Wickremesinghe do? They sold it to China. Now the Chinese are coming to a harbour belonging to them. Can anyone tell them not to do so? No, because they sold it to them. That is why we told them not to sell these harbours to other countries. In the meantime, there is also a situation regarding Pakistan. A ship constructed in China for Pakistan is also due to arrive at the Colombo harbour. We have just added on more court cases. The only way to resolve them is to end the political careers of those responsible. What else are we to do? Do not take the wrong idea when I say get it over with. We must politically defeat them. This is a result of them selling off the country that is coming to bite us again and again.
Today is Nikini Poya Day that celebrates the first Dhamma Sangayana, the first Buddhist council.
According to the Buddhist tradition, the first Dhamma Sangayana was held under the patronage of the king Ajasat, with Mahakasyapa Thera presiding, and established the Tripitaka, the Buddhist scriptures. Ananda Thera, who was the chief attendant of the Lord Buddha and the treasurer of Dharma, attained the state of Rahat on a day of Nikini Poya. Religious events were organized at temples across the country to mark the Nikini full moon Poya day. A large number of devotees visited Anuradhapura sacred grounds to pay reverence to the Jayasri Mahabodhi and the Ruwanmali Mahasaya. Hundreds of devotees also visited the temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic in Kandy. Religious events were organized at the historic Galvihara Sacred Grounds in Polonnaruwa. The 19th edition of the series of Dhamma sermons organized by the Office of the Opposition Leader took place today. A Sambuddha Puja took place at the Shakya Malakya, located opposite the head office of the Capital Maharaja Group today, supported by Toughline Limited. Congestion was reported at the Fort railway station this morning, and Sri Lanka Railways said that it had deployed 2 special trains for the general public to head to Kandy to witness the final Randoli Perahera that will parade the streets tonight. Deputy General Manager of Sri Lanka Railways, Gamini Senaviratna, said one train will leave Fort to Kandy at 2:30 p.m. while the other left Colombo at 10 a.m. The Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic in Kandy said facilities have been arranged for the devotees visiting Kandy for the final Randoli Perahera.
The final Randoli Perahera of the annual Asala Maha Perahera of the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic will parade the streets today. The 4th Randoli Perahera paraded the streets of Kandy last night.
The 4th Randoli Perahera of the annual Asala Maha Perahera of the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic that paraded the streets of Kandy last night attracted large crowds. The final Randoli Perahera of the annual Asala Maha Perahera is scheduled to begin at 6:35 p.m. from the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic. The Perahera will proceed on the Sri Dalada Vidya, Yati Nuwara Vidya, Kande Vidya, Diyasena Naika Vidya, and will return to the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic. On Friday, before dawn, the Perahera will proceed to Gathabetota for the Diyakapana Mangale or the water cutting ceremony. A Perahera in the afternoon will also parade the streets tomorrow, and thereafter, the Diyavadana Nilame and the other Nilames will hand over an epistle to the President in keeping with the tradition. The annual Asala Perahera of the Ruhunu Maha Kataragama Devalaya will also parade the streets tonight.
In news overseas, Taiwan has rejected the one country, two systems model proposed by Beijing in a white paper published this week.
Only Taiwan's people can decide its future, its foreign ministry spokeswoman told a news conference in Taipei, the capital. She said that China was using US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taipei as an excuse to create a new normality to intimidate Taiwan's people.
A multi-million-dollar Australian app used to track COVID contacts has been decommissioned and branded a failure after identifying only 2 unique infections.
The Health Minister Mark Butler urged people to delete the app, calling it a colossal waste of taxpayers' money. COVID Safe was previously touted as essential as putting on sunscreen by former Minister Scott Morrison, but experts had questioned the efficacy of the Bluetooth-based tracking method. The app, which was first launched in April 2020, was designed to help manual contraction tracers identify positive COVID infections. Butler, who has previously called for the app to be scrapped, revealed that just 17 close contacts not found manually had been identified since then. The app will formally be decommissioned on the 16th of August, while Butler confirmed no users' data would be retained.
South Korea's capital Seoul will move to phase out semi-basement flats after 2 women and a teenager died during flooding earlier this week.
The tiny flats featured in the Oscar-winning film Parasite are usually rented out to people on low incomes. The officials said Seoul will no longer give out permits to construct such homes from this week on and will gradually convert existing apartments. This comes after the city was hit by the heaviest rains in 80 years. According to foreign media, as of Wednesday, at least 11 people were confirmed dead or missing as a result of the floods, which had gone on for 3 days. On Monday night, 2 sisters in their 40s and a 13-year-old girl were found dead in their flooded semi-basement flat. They had reportedly sought help as their home filled with water, but rescuers were unable to reach them. Foreign media reports the tragedy has renewed attention on income inequality and the dangers of living in the semi-underground flats, which are known for cheap rents and poor living conditions.
In sports news, Lanka Kumara, who won a bronze medal at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, returned to Sri Lanka today.
Lanka Kumara won the bronze medal in the men's 55kg weightlifting event at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. He won the bronze medal in the men's weightlifting 55kg event by lifting 225 kilograms, and it was the first medal Sri Lanka won at the 2022 edition of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. He was welcomed by the officers of the Sri Lanka Army and the Minister of Sports at the VIP terminal at the Bandaranaike International Airport.
I am
happy that I gave a good start for Sri Lanka after winning the first medal at the Commonwealth Games this year. My next objective is to win a medal at the World Championships. I believe I was able to lift the standards of the sports in the country. I started training when I was young. My father passed away several years ago, and I take care of my mother, brother, grandmother and grandfather with the salary I obtained from the Sri Lanka Army. I faced many difficulties, but I love the sport, and that is why I will continue to compete.
That's a wrap of lunchtime news here on News First, where the people come first. For all these stories and much more, you can visit our website, that is www.newsfirst.lk. Thank you for joining us and have yourself a great day ahead.